leadership and diversity training for what's called 54 states and territories. Every state or territory has a guard unit, air guard unit. So this office gives national initiatives. Well, the office had bad leadership, is the best way to say it. And now the office was totally blown up, and a lot of trust was lost in the field. So we're in the process of kind of putting the office back together again. So this is kind of where it starts here, and they're responsible now for a national initiative in the areas of leadership and diversity. So we start with the 5 families of retention. It starts off with clarifying the philosophy and the purpose. Previously, the office would dictate what would happen in the field, and we think it's best to do surveys, needs assessments, and focus groups to say, what do you really want from the field? Because you're deploying people overseas in Iraq, Afghanistan, have high ops tempo. What do you need for us in order for you to better be aligned to get people best ready for war and to do their day-to-day jobs? To define deliverables to the field will be a statement of commitments in terms of what we're going to give to them. Develop process for hiring. I don't remember what we were talking about on that.
It's create a process for bringing in the A players into this office.
In this office. Oh, because starting off with better leadership, because right now it's kind of a leaderless organization. And they have got to have an A player in there because you're responsible for a national initiative. The relationship retention, proactively solve turf battles that are going on in the office, in the field, and that has to be eliminated. There's too much going on in the nation and around the world to have this going on. We have to build back trust now. Confidence has been lost in the field, and we have to build that back up. The person who is the chief at this level says that the field, the adjutant generals at each state are his board of directors, and when that's lost, that has an immediate impact on getting things done. Build open communication channels. It's been one way, it has to be 2-way. It's as simple as that. In terms of support retention strategy, we have to be very transparent. We can't play poker with them anymore. They got to know that it's going to be a 2-way communication. We're going to talk on a regular basis. We're going to only give you what you want. We're going to give you the services that you need. Provide the resources. This is basically what I said. Based off of what you need. And I think sometimes people forget the fact that we're sending 18, 19, 20-year-olds overseas, and we forget that 2 years ago they're in high school, playing soccer, having fun. Now they are fighting an enemy. We have to give them what they need now, and we have to give them a training, a strategy, a program that best fits getting them best prepared mentally, physically, emotionally. And that's what this is about right here, creating a training for them based off of what they've been asking for, but the office may not have delivered. Number 4, growth retention. Have goals about end in minds, becoming a learning organization, and assisting people in developing. We're very good at giving basic competency skills. This is how to fly an airplane, this is how to shoot a gun, this is how to form up to take over this building, but we don't give them sometimes good life skills, good leadership skills, because you could have a 21-year-old that's responsible for leading a team of 18 people overtaking a whole neighborhood, overseas. And so probably the best thing that you can give them is good leadership skills. And remember us, as I said before, previously, these are kids who were in high school, and now they're responsible for helping us fight our nation's wars. Number 5, on retention, create truth and benefits, which means you can do some things for them, because if you do not know, the suicide rate, especially on the Army side, has went up probably 150% over the last 4 years.
Oh my
and remember, we've been fighting this war since '91, and now we're on two fronts. And so, what can we do to give them better benefits, to keep them involved? Recognition is one of the best things that you can do. Pats on the back. To get a ribbon is phenomenal in the military. You may say it's not that simple. Well, that's big for them. And sometimes we don't look at what things we can do to keep them satisfied, keep them engaged, keep them being involved, recognizing the hard work that they've done over there, not just overseas, but the infrastructure here in the States and the mainland. So, and then we ran out of time.
Wow, I'll tell you what. So I don't live in your world. I do watch a little TV, and I do know I have my own feelings about war and government. You have your work cut out for you.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, people have no clue the after effects. Think about how long we've been dealing with Vietnam. People who fought in Vietnam and what the impact has been to this day. Yeah, to this day. This is going to be twice as big. Wow. You don't fight. First of all, Vietnam was one war, and you're fighting 2 wars.
And even the physical injuries are just beyond what we can talk about.
Because
we're saving so many people on the battlefield that in the Vietnam War would have died.
Yeah.
Instead of coming back.
And the average
Why
deployment,
they wouldn't have, but
this is what we understand, an average deployment is a year. You're a year away from home in a war zone, and then you wonder why we have high suicides, divorces is unreal.
Sexual assaults are
Yeah.
off the charts.
Off the charts, psychological problems. People have no clue how big this is. And so anything that we can do for the men and women who do that every day is huge.